So today you find me at the Ribblehead Viaduct. That's Ingleborough just here, viaduct there obviously, and then as we pan round, that's Whernside there. And I've been here a lot of times, but I've never really spent any time here trying to get any good pictures. That's partly because when I've just been passing through under the viaduct on the way out onto Whernside, if we went that way around, or just up this way to Whernside and then back over the top and back round again. So I've never really had the opportunity to spend a lot of time here, and it looks a really good location. Cloudy now, it's supposed to clear out a little bit by morning, so that's what I'm banking on. So I'm doing a bit of a recce, and hopefully should get some nice shots. So as you can probably see, the sky is very overcast, and it's supposed to clear out as far as I know, according to the forecast. And yet again we are between weather warnings. A couple of days ago there's a yellow weather warning for rain, wind and rain, and then later on tomorrow into Thursday there is a weather warning for snow. And we're just between the weather fronts now. It was really warm earlier on, and now it's gone, you know, it's gone really cold. So yes, we're between the weather fronts, and this weather front is going to head south, and then it's going to make its way back north again, and as it meets the cold air it's coming down from the north, then that's where we're going to get the snow. So yes, it's a great location, by the way. All I'm doing this evening, obviously the light's too fat, so I'm just looking around at all the cast that's here, and I'm just picking out a few possible viewpoints and compositions. I know the sun is going to come up over there, and it's going to cast across the valley here. So we have Penny again over the far side. So that may make a long shot with, say, the 200mm lens, but there's certainly a good composition for Ingleborough, even just from here, just stood here. And then obviously there's a good composition there for both Ingleborough and the viaduct itself. So yes, really looking forward to this. Yeah, can't wait. It's just a case of fingers crossed for the light tomorrow. Here we are back at the same place as I was yesterday evening. The sky was totally cloud covered, but this morning is looking a lot better. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see over to the east here. Keep going round, yeah, over to the east, or the southeast actually. There's a lot of cloud cover, so we may not get that early morning sort of beautiful sort of golden light, but even so I think there's plenty of opportunity. There's a little bit of reddening in the sky over there, but not much. I've looked at a couple of compositions, so it's now just a case of waiting and just seeing where this light's going to appear and how it's going to look. So no visible sunrise as such, so when the sun comes up we're not going to get that wonderful golden light. But there you go, that's photography for you. You can't control things like that. So that said, there's there's going to be some good shots here. We're just starting to get a little bit of light, and I can certainly work with that. So anyway, the sun will soon be up. Always ensure image stabilization is off on the tripod. See some leading lines here, and then the colours where the sun's just starting to catch the cast, and then obviously we've got Ingleborough behind. And what I'm hoping to do here is not just use the cast itself to balance this out, but to use the colours. So there's really vivid greens in front here running across the frame, and I think they will work well in leading the eye to the colour and then across to the view. I'll only have a little bit of the viaducting on the right hand side. So the view, back of camera view. So f11, 100 ISO, and I'm just going to focus on most of the casting in the shot. Ingleborough is just part of the scene, it's not the total focus in this case. I've got a filter on, it's a 06 graduated filter just to balance that sky out. 2-second timer. And that's the shot. So we're doing what a lot of photographers do, and that is spend our time waiting for the light. The sun is really diffused by those clouds, so it's really flat and kind of uninspiring. But so I'm just hanging around at the moment, waiting for the light to do its thing, and it will. It will. There's an incredible sky. I don't know if you can see this on here. You see that? Yeah, we're waiting for. There's a yellow weather warning in force for snow. For I think it's tonight and tomorrow, and this is what you might call a macro sky. And if I just pan around a little bit, you can see the effect there. It's incredible. I haven't got a wide enough lens on my Canon, my EOS R. I haven't got a wide enough lens on that to capture that, but it would be great if I could have. But just look at that. As I often say, photography, it's not just about the photography, it's about being out, seeing sights like this. But yes, a harbinger of bad weather, the macro sky is, and in this case it's definitely accurate. So as you can see, the sun has just come up properly now, and rather than have Ingleborough in this time, the focus is just on the viaduct itself with this cast in the foreground. So again, f11. I mean, this is easy photography. This just f11, 100 ISO, 1/8 of a second. That's it. When it comes to photography, it can't get any easier than this. You know, it's going to be pretty much perfectly exposed shots every time. Though I will say that with a proviso, a perfectly exposed shot is not necessarily a good shot. You know, I can think of lots of examples where a shot's underexposed, creates a focus on a particular part of the image. You know, it gives that moody look. So, you know, when I say it's perfectly exposed, don't think I'm really happy with that, because I'm not. But never mind. So I've moved along a little bit further. The sun now is really diffused in the clouds that are just on the horizon there. But I keep getting, all the time I seem to be drawn to Ingleborough. I keep getting drawn away from the viaduct, and the viaduct was the thing I wanted to photograph, but there you go. And in particular that smoke coming out of the stationing chimney, I don't know, it's that tiny little element that just makes the shot. It's hard to describe that. It's, you know, the pub and Ingleborough in flat light, it probably wouldn't look twice, but then just that smoke was just coming out the chimney at that time, and I thought, right, I'll go for it. And yeah, this is the shot. So anyway, this is my next shot. I'll just show you there. So that's an okay shot, that. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move around here and then catch some of the sun. It's lighting this side up as it comes around. I'm going to catch a few shots of that. So this is the area I'm going to explore a little bit. I try little crag here and runs around there. There's lots of boulders in the foreground, so I'm just going to have a wander around and see what I can come up with in this area. So I'm just about to try another shot here. A little bit of the crag in here, viaduct, and then a little bit of Ingleborough there, and then these boulders in the foreground. I'm at the stage now, I think, the way the light is, that I'm just getting similars now. I don't seem to be finding any really new shots or new angles particularly, so I think it's probably time to move on now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to head up towards Whernside, and there's a waterfall up that way that I've been to a couple of times, so I thought I might go there again. The sun will be on it, unfortunately, but I still think it'll be worth exploring. Train making its way across. Time to move on. So I'm making my way up to Forster Gill waterfall, I think it's called. It's a fair walk. That's the way I've come. You can see there, Ingleborough. But yeah, sun's still shining. It's not going to be ideal for this waterfall at all, but you know, the old saying, time spent in reconnaissance. It's a lovely day to walk up, so I'll walk up, and if you know it is worth returning to on a different day, then certainly I will. Plus, it's just nice to be out. I want to go straight back to the office and start working on the photographs on a day like this, so make the most of it. I don't know whether you know this area very well, but you can just see on the skyline there, some things that look like spoil heaps from a mine, but they're not. They're actually spoil heaps from tunnels or shafts that were excavated for the Settle to Carlisle railway. The railway goes into a tunnel just along here, and that's the spoil from them. The other interesting thing is this stream. This is actually an aqueduct. The not my way around. This actually goes over the top of the railway. A view of it, and then as we make our way up, the railway line is here. And that there is the start of the tunnel that goes under Blee Moor. And just walk across the path. There's the aqueduct that built, and then if you look, heading straight out towards Ingleborough, you can see the railway line. So amazing piece of engineering, and it also means that we're getting close to Forster Gill. Oh, complete with little rainbow. Maybe you can't see it on this, I don't know. There's a nice little rainbow there. Right, let's see what we can do. As you can see, I've come down into the stream. There's quite a bit of spray down here, and the rocks are so slippy, it's too risky. I was going to try and walk across to the other side, and sort of shoot that way into the scene, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk of getting soaked and you know, risking my camera kit. But there's a couple of nice compositions here with the water flowing with the waterfall behind, and very occasionally a little rainbow appears, though whether or not it'll pick up on you know, whether it'll pick up on the cameras another matter. But so it's a beautiful little location, perfect for, you know, a walk, a picnic and a little bit of photography or whatever. Yeah, the light's rubbish at the moment, it's too harsh, but oh, it's a lovely little spot this. It's really nice. Anyway, this is the composition I've chosen. I don't suppose it'll show up that much, but vertical. And I know it looks as though it drops down to one side, it's just the it's just the way that the lens, when it's on an angle, it causes an element of convergence and it makes things lopsided, which it is a little lopsided, but when you use a wide angle lens it makes it worse. But I think that's probably worth just straightening up in post-processing, but we'll see how it looks. Yeah, I quite like that. That's fine. I mean, it's not particularly an award-winning shot or anything like that, but yeah, still a lovely shot. I'm creating a panorama here, so basically what I've done, I've focused on just below the waterfall and then started about here, and then I took a shot, multiple shots all the way around, and hopefully we'll have a nice panorama there. If it's worked, and if it has, I will show it now. Well, that's it. I've got the pictures of the waterfall. Not perfect conditions by any means, but it's been an absolutely brilliant morning. You know, you can't beat being out and coming out before dawn and watching the sunrise and then walking up here. It's wonderful. It really is a nice thing to do. It's, you know, it's a real privilege. It really is. Anyway, if you could like and subscribe, if you enjoy these videos, then please do. It does mean a lot. And until the next time.